beautiful people. Welcome to Urban Insight. I'm Nellie, and today we are going to cover the Rasheem Carter story. The family of Rasheem Carter, a black man found dead in Mississippi, alleges he was murdered. Here's what we know. The family of a black man found dead in Mississippi last year is calling for a more thorough investigation into his disappearance and death, alleging he was murdered after he told his mother he was being followed by white men in trucks. What we have is a Mississippi lynching. Benjamin Crump, a high-profile civil rights attorney and lawyer for Rasheem Carter's family, said at a news conference Monday. Crump told reporters an autopsy by the state medical examiner's office found Carter's body had been dismembered. The autopsy did not specify dismemberance, but noted the remains contained about 24 bones, as well as a smaller bone fragments that were found across 2 acres. The autopsy also noted evidence that Carter's remains had been scavenged by animals. According to a copy obtained by CNN, the condition of Carter's remains meant the state medical examiner could not reasonably determine a cause of death, the Mississippi Bureau of Investigation said in a statement. Crump on Monday called on the U.S. Department of Justice to open a federal investigation into Carter's death, something Smith County Sheriff Joe Houston, whose office is the lead investigation agency, told CNN he would welcome. The investigation, he said, remains ongoing, but authorities have so far not found evidence to corroborate the allegations that he was being followed. To this date, we do not have evidence of foul play, but everything is on the table. Houston told CNN, until we turn over every stone, it's still an open investigation. So you guys, in regards to this story so far, I would have to say if Rasheem's body was dismembered, that means that some type of foul play was involved in this situation. He did not dismember his own body himself, so something had to happen. Somebody had to have been involved in this entire situation. So here's what we know about Carter, his death, and the investigation so far. His body was found a month after he went missing. Carter, the father of a 7-year-old girl and known around his community in Jefferson County for being an excellent cook, was reported missing in early October, according to a news release at the time from the city of Laurel, Mississippi Police Department. He was last seen October 2nd at a Super 8 motel, the release said. His remains were found a month later, per the Smith County Sheriff's Office, in a wooded area just south of Taylorsville, a town around 20 miles west of Laurel in the state's southeastern quadrant. At this time, we have no reason to believe foul play was involved, but the case is still under investigation, the sheriff's office said in a Facebook post, which was later edited to stress the investigation was still ongoing. The state's medical examiner's office could determine neither a case nor manner of death, according to a report detailing the findings. Those records describe Carter's remains, which it said were found over approximately 2 acres, as partially and incomplete, and said they were characterized by advanced decomposition. Carter's family remain suspicious. Carter's family is skeptical and believes he may have been targeted before his death. At Monday's news conference, his mother read a text message she received from her son on October 1st, indicating he believed there were people who wanted to kill him. At some point, Tiffany Carter said, "My son told me there was 3 truckloads of white guys trying to kill him. She told him to go to the police," she said, but alleged that authorities did not help him when he asked for their help. Crump also told reporters that sometime after Carter went missing, but before his remains were found, someone used or attempted to use his credit card. It shouldn't have to be this difficult for this broken-hearted mother to get answers, said Crump, who has represented numerous families of black people killed by police and others, including those of George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, and Ahmaud Arbery. What investigators are saying in an interview, Sheriff Houston told CNN that the claims Carter was being followed have not been borne out by evidence. There have been some allegations that were made indicating that he was being chased by some other people, Houston said, but there's no evidence indicating that he was being pursued by anyone. Of course, we've got to determine what took place, what you know caused the death, Houston added. The autopsy was inconclusive when it comes to the cause of death, so that wasn't necessarily helpful with anything. Houston countered other claims made Monday, saying allegations that local police didn't help Carter were rumors. He didn't care to address Houston's claim. Though Carter was told he could stay at the police department's office until someone came to pick him up, regarding reports of the use of Carter's credit card after his disappearance, Houston said that appeared to be an error. Carter's wallet was found in the jeans and contained both cash and his cards, including the credit card in question. His credit card records were subpoenaed, the sheriff said, and it was determined that last purchase was the card was made in August, weeks before he vanished. The report of the credit card being used was either errant reporting, Houston said, or due to a lag in paperwork. As for what's next, Houston said investigators are waiting to receive information back from tech companies for additional evidence. We have a lot of it, but there's one or two more that would be very crucial to the investigation, Houston said, adding investigators want to retrace Carter's last steps. What the family wants. Ultimately, Carter's family is seeking answers about the circumstances that led to his death. He was more than a son to me, Tiffany Carter said of her son in Monday's news conference. He acted like my daddy. He acted like my best friend, my brother, my uncle. He was just a man that wanted to do what he had to do to make a difference in the lives of others. Every day gets a little harder, she said, knowing she must continue without her son. As a mother, I also feel her pain and her hurt, not knowing in regards to what really happened to your child and knowing that he was missing for a while and now you're finding your son and he's not alive. His body was scattered miles, acres apart, and this is not something that he could have done himself. Every day gets a little harder, she said, knowing she must continue without her son. And I just ask that we get the justice that we need to get for my son, she said. And I ask that God continues to give me the strength to fight this battle. Even though it's challenging, I can't give up. As a mother, I would have to say that this is a tragic story, and I will keep you guys updated as I learn more in regards to what happened and what is going on with this entire case. I am truly sorry to his family, and I am praying that justice is served and all the questions and the answers that the mother is seeking, she receives. Please, if you like, share, comment, and make sure that you subscribe and follow this story, as it is heartbreaking, and together somehow we will find and we will get justice for Rasheem Carter.